The journey feels overwhelming when you're looking at the whole staircase. But what if you just focus on the next step? In today's video, we're going to talk about building the life you want brick by brick instead of focusing on the big picture. Oftentimes we hear we need to focus on the big picture in order to reach our goal. The thing is, it is important to have a vision because that is the big goal, right? But something that holds people back is looking at the whole vision and realizing they're not where they want to be yet and they're 10,000 steps ahead, or they need to make 10,000 steps in order to get to that goal. That's why it's important to focus on one step at a time. Elite athletes are taught to live by this philosophy called the process. What it basically is it's teaching them to focus at a small step at a time. So instead of focusing on a championship, they focus on training to get ready for the championship. They focus on the smallest things in order for them to improve so they're ready for the championship. I think we need to do this more often. Instead of focusing on the end goal, focus on what you can do today in order to get you to that end goal, right? Everything you do today or for the coming weeks, months might not seem like much at the moment, right? But when they start compounding, they will have a huge impact on your life. Think about it this way. How often have you looked back on a process or something you were doing? It might be something with your study, with your job, or another project you decided to take action on. In the moment, it seemed like nothing was happening. You were doing it for nothing. But then, a couple of months and years went by and you look back and you realize all the things you've done have compounded and are having a huge effect on your life. Positive effect, that is. To get unstuck, you need to do small things each and every day or as often as possible in order to move you into the right direction. It is better than looking at the whole picture and getting overwhelmed and get paralyzed and not take action at all. It's important to zoom in on the smallest things, or at least seemingly small things, and then when you get that out of the way, you focus on other things. It's about looking at small wins that actually build momentum. Again, it might seem in the beginning or at first that nothing is happening, but little by little, step by step, those actions start compounding. It's the same with losing weight, for example, or body fat, I should say. At first you go to the gym, you don't see anything happening, but then you keep going, months pass, and eventually, before you know it, or even before you expected it, or better yet, when you don't expect it, that's when you start seeing the changes in your physique. And that's the same with going after your goals. A lot of people think, I'm gonna start something and then I will get successful with it within a couple of months. And yes, there are some exceptions, but the majority of us have to just work hard for that thing in order for us to reach it. So it's important to celebrate your wins, no matter how small, right? If you send an email today, celebrate yourself for that, because maybe a couple of weeks ago you was afraid to send that email. If it was going to the gym 3-4 times a week instead of one, congratulate yourself and celebrate that moment. The thing is, you don't need to go all out every day or every moment. It's about keep showing up. Even though it feels like nobody's watching, you're not seeing any progress, you're not seeing any changes in your physique or whatsoever. Basically, let go of the how long and trust the how today. And what I mean by that is, our mind wants to know how long it's going to take for us to achieve something, but our soul wants to know how much we've aligned with the thing we say we wanted to align with. So basically, let go of the need to rush. Everything happens in due time. Sometimes you just won't see progress, but it doesn't mean the work is pointless. The most powerful shifts happen beneath the surface. So all I want to say is, if you're serious about your dreams, stop trying to build it in one day. Stop rushing the process. So show up, lay your bricks each and every single day, and that's how lives and legacies are built. Anyway, that's the video for today. I hope you found value. If so, leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me some of the actions you're taking on a daily basis in order for you to reach your goals. As a matter of fact, I want to know what your goals are exactly. Leave it in the comments. And if you made it this far, thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.